If you have kids in school, you know you're going to be shelling out a lot for supplies in the next few days and weeks. And with inflation sky high, it could really be a burden on your pocketbook. So let's get some tips on how to save. We're joined now by Pat Hollett. She runs a Canadian savings group, a Facebook group with more than 100,000 members that she helps to keep families, with their costs a little bit lower. Thanks for joining us this morning. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me on your show.
It's great to have you.
It's great to talk about how to help families save money.
Let's get right to
it.
Yeah, let's get right to it. So almost everyone's feeling the inflation pinch. So especially those parents who just got the school list. What are you hearing from some of your group members as you head into the school year?
The cost of shoes and clothing is crazy. Some parents are finding it difficult to buy as much as they used to. Some parents are struggling. Over the last 2 years with the COVID, people have lost jobs, and it's just a little harder for everybody to try and make ends meet.
How much would you say for parents, on just in general, the costs are going up, if you could just guesstimate?
I would say about 20%.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot, especially when their paychecks aren't going up 20%. It makes it more difficult to buy the things they need for their kids.
Yeah, and with inflation on everything, you add 20% to that as well. Everything, from backpacks, binders, it depends on the age. It could even be tablets or laptops. Now, how can we save on those types of supplies?
Well, there are lots of places you can buy cheaper, such as there's a place called SVP. I think it's called SVP Sports. They have name brands for up to 75% off. And you can buy stuff online like running shoes and clothing. Great site for saving a lot of money. Marketplace is another good place to try and find some deals. Join some local groups and trade clothes for your kids. If your kids have grown out of clothes and you can trade with somebody else who has clothes in your child's size, you can get some good deals or just trade them, There are lots of ways. Oh, thrift stores are also another way. Yeah, secondhand or thrift stores.
That's a really good piece of advice. You go on and a lot of the times kids haven't worn their clothes for quite some time and exchange it with someone else. That's a really good piece of advice. But when you get into things like if they need an iPad or a laptop, do you have any advice there for those bigger expenses?
Absolutely. Sure. Best Buy and Staples both price match. So shop around, try and find the best price for what you need. In terms of like school supplies like paper, pens, check the clearance bins at Walmart, check to see what's on sale. Price match what you can in some of the stores though, but don't grab the first thing just because it's convenient. I know parents are taxed for time, but if you shop around, you will get better deals for sure.
One of the other big expenses for parents are lunches in snacks. And kids want something specific a lot of the time. What advice do you have there?
Thank you. It can get really costly buying even just groceries in general. Buying anything for families, that you can spend up to $2,000 a month on groceries. But you can save up to 75% if you use some of the techniques we use in Canadian Savings Group with price matching, using coupons, cashback apps, and also using the point system for PC Optimum is great because you can rack up a lot of points that you can use on future shops. Also, Joe Fresh has great deals sometimes, and you can rack up points by buying at Joe Fresh as well.
So you just mentioned couponing and price matching, but for some people it may be a bit overwhelming. They don't know how to do it. Give us some tips for beginners.
Okay, there are some easy things they can do. Like this week, I'll give you an example. This week, Baby Bell cheese, which most people like, and it's great for kids' snacks, is free. You can buy 5 of them and get them for free just by sending in your receipt to a cashback app called Checkout 51. So you get 5 packs of Baby Bell cheese, which will last you a couple weeks, and great for kids' snacks and for their lunches. And you pay nothing for it because you get that money back. Once you reach $20 on Checkout 51, they will send you a check in the mail. And there are other things like craft dinner this week. There's a $2 coupon. We post all these deals, and you can easily print off a coupon for $2 on craft dinner. So craft dinner this week is $9.77. With the $2 coupon you can print from our group. You pay $7.77, or I think it's 63 cents a box, which is a great price too. And those are good for kids' snacks, or you can make it for lunches, whatever. There's so many things they can do just by doing little steps and saving, $2 or $3 on it, any product.
Okay, so
And those $2
sorry.
or $3 add up to save them big money. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I apologize for interrupting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really great advice there. Pat Hollett, thank you for your time this morning and your advice for parents who are preparing for their kids to go back to school.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me on your show.